A very good evening to all. Chandra, I hope all the guests are in. Can you please check that?
Yes, sir. I will update it.
Thank you. So, in the meantime, I request all the faculty members and all the students who have joined this session to please send across a reminder message in your college groups. And for the students, if you can please share across the reminder to your friends so that they can also benefit from this 30 hours of SDP, Student Development Program. As this is day one, we will be giving you a quick walkthrough on what exactly will be covered for the next 15 days. That is 2 hours per day. And again, there are more important announcements that are to be made today in regards to the coverage, the initiative that we have taken so that you can benefit accordingly. So I again request all the faculty members and the prominent faculties and guests who have joined this session to please send across a reminder message in your official group so that the students who are yet to join can be a part of the session. And apart from this, to make it easy, once we are houseful, we also have a provision of YouTube Live. So people who are not able to join via the Zoom link can also be a part of the session via the YouTube Live link as well. So Chandra, if you can please post the joining link in the chat box so that the same can be copied and carry forwarded to the people who are yet to join.
Sure, sir.
Yeah, thank you. So, Chandana, by the time students are joining, can we have a quick look on the campus site that we have conducted in Hyderabad, followed by the other location?
Yes, sir. I will share that.
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah, hello everyone. My name is Tasneem. I'm the senior manager at 98 percentile in the HR department. And today we did a wonderful drive with ExcelR. It was amazing right from the very beginning, from the very first day when I got in touch with them till today. I think it was an extremely smooth journey with them. There were multiple follow-ups done by the representatives in order to check that we would be, what time would be coming, how many people would be coming, what vehicle we would get. To that extent, they were so precise in giving all the information to us. It was extremely great to get associated with them and have a drive at ExcelR campus. So we are very, very happy that we got a chance to do this. Now, coming to the students, what ExcelR had, I think they were extremely enthusiastic. They were well prepared. They were aware of what they are coming for. I think there was some back-end preparation which they did that was commendable. They also were very confident and they were open to any kind of thing we were asking them to do. That was I think the best part. Now, I really hope we have a very, very fruitful association with each one of them and ExcelR in future. We are really looking forward to have many more drives like this.
Hi everyone, my name is Prachi Sharma and I'm the Senior Project Manager for IT Department at 90th percentile. So today we were here for this IT bootcamp, right, this technical drive and at ExcelR. So it was a great experience and I would feel that the students, they are the freshers, right, but it doesn't seem like that. So if I talk about their technical and cognitive ability, they all seems pretty good in that, and that's what I felt. And I guess they have been taught pretty well at ExcelR, so that's how they have performed good in their aptitude and the technical tests. So I wish them all the best, and it was a very great experience over here.
Hi, this is Patan, Technology Consulting Manager from 98th percentile. We visited ExcelR for the campus placement drive and it went very well today. Miss Ambika, Miss Pragati, everyone received us greatly here and we had a lot of enjoyable time here. The students even had great experience with us. They were interactive, they had good aptitude and all the technological skills they showed. I think they were all well and we really appreciate their time that they spared to us, and I think we will be doing a great job. We are expecting a lot of people to be hired from them. Let's see. It was a great experience altogether.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
From entering into the cyber tower to exiting out of this tower, the ExcelR team has been received me with such a care and pleasure.
I am the part of this ExcelR since 4 months. From the third month itself, they have conducted the placement sessions from the third month itself, and this is the fourth month, and this is the 90th percentile is one of the placement drive I have attended so far, and attending to this drive is such a good experience for me. All the HRs and the team made us feel very comfortable and confident.
ExcelR helped me a lot and I experienced a lot of things today. So I'm really hope to be placed in that company. I'm confident about that. Thank you.
This was my first association with ExcelR. I had got a call from Miss Shubha and we fixed a drive here. Today when we came here, I was not expecting much, but the hospitality was too good, staff is quite cooperative, and it's like a happy-go-lucky kind of a environment here when it comes to ExcelR people. When it comes to candidates, yeah, we have got few candidates and they are all agreeing to all our terms and conditions, and I hope they join the organization and work for us, and I'm expecting long-term association with ExcelR people with more recruitments or more collaborations with them.
And ExcelR has been a good partner for us because we found some of the candidates were excellent, and we wanted people with good business experience, not only just the Java or whatever full stack development or whatever they were being trained on. They were also people with a good background knowledge, and whom we have really shortlisted, and we assume that they are going to make a good career in Busy Brains.
ExcelR arranged our placements for the Busy Brains company. I felt good. I hope that it will be positive for us and change our lives in IT sector. So thank you, ExcelR.
Hi, my name is Revant. I joined ExcelR's course of data analytics. While the course was going through, the faculty were very good. They were guiding us really well, and they were providing in-depth insights of the industry. We were taught the latest things. We were taught what the industry needs, and after that, post completion of my course, we were going through a live project where we were facing real-time scenarios, and we were encountering all those scenarios which we would be encountering in a job. We completed the project, and we got through a certification which stated that we got a data analytics certification from ExcelR, and after that we were placed in mock interviews, and they also gave us how the interviews are and how tough they are. The interviews were really good, and post completion of the mock interview they started placement drives. Today is my first placement drive in a company called Busy Brain. I really want to thank ExcelR for providing me this opportunity, and I'm really hoping to see much more opportunities in the future. Thank you, ExcelR.
When I came into ExcelR, the learning experience was very good. Today there was the interview session from Busy Brains company. The interview session went extremely well. I got to learn many new things. Thank you, ExcelR.
All right, so I think we have already waited for quite a while now, and the students are still joining. But in the meantime, we also value time of people who have already joined the session. So it is better we start. And good evening to all the participants, all the dignitaries, all the prominent faculties and guests who have joined the session. We are honored to have you here for this 30 hours of SDP Student Development Program. This is day one, and as this is day one, we will be giving you a quick walkthrough on what exactly we are into and how we execute, and what are the strategies that we are following in order to bring forward the most prominent and the selected topics which are helping our students and faculty members, and definitely the learners, if I use the correct word, learners who are seeking in opportunities to start their career in the respective domain. So accordingly, the SDPs and FDPs are being selected, and the structurization is in such a way that we cater the topics which are in trend, so that it helps maximum of the crowd who are looking in for a beautiful start in their career. So with this, my name is Siraj. I am the senior manager, and with me I have Nitya, who's taking care of the entire B2A collaboration across India. With me, we also have Chandana, and we also have Pravalika, who is taking care of the entire backend activities. So, with this, I would like to hand over the session to Nitya, who will be the host for the day, and she will be giving you a quick walkthrough on what exactly the expectations and the entire, the induction program is all about. So, over to you, Nitya. Please take it forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Siraj. So, a warm welcome to all the participants, the learners, faculties, HODs, principals who have gathered today for a 30 hours of student development program on mastering applied machine learning, your key to cracking interviews. So, through this journey, we are incredibly honored to train the learners on into an insightful journey and a transformative journey of getting acquired on the knowledge on machine learning. And of course, this is certainly going to help you in cracking job interviews. So to our respected faculties, principals who are present here from various colleges, so through your continued support in nurturing the students, especially the next generation, and skilling the professionals, your encouragement and leadership play a pivotal role in shaping the future of your students, and we are privileged to collaborate with you on this endeavor. So to our brilliant students, we are thrilled to see so many of you participating. So today we have close to 535 students who are there in this platform, and of course on the YouTube, and a few more also. So by joining this session, you are taking a significant step toward mastering the applied machine learning, which is an essential skill in the rapidly evolving world of emerging technology and innovation. Before which, let me introduce you to ExcelR. ExcelR, a strategic partner of colleges for classroom to corporate success. So for those who are not familiar, allow me to introduce ExcelR. We are a top-tier training solution bridging the gap, not only in the universities and colleges, but also we support training, upskill training to the individuals and corporate training and many more. We are headquartered in USA, Houston, and this ExcelR is being founded by IIM ISB alumni. So far, we have trained 5 lakh plus students and professionals on the emerging technologies. And we have our global presence. And of course, Houston, Bangalore in India, we do have at Bangalore 2 locations, Chennai, Hyderabad, Mumbai 2 locations, and Pune 2 locations. And we are upcoming with other locations also very soon. We stand high through our premium associations with iHub Divya Sampark, SkillUp, APSSDC, AppShare, Task, KMDC, IIT Madras Pravartak, through our joint certification programs, IIT Roorkee, BITS Pilani, NASCOM Future Skills, constantly collaborating for more than um, 3 to 4 years in training the students on the emerging technologies. And now that we have on a rigid platform, we have come up with a lot of other emerging technologies which are being certified by NASCOM. And the students will also receive certificate which will be issued by NASCOM, which I will be talking to you a little later. These are our recognitions, prestigious awards which we have got it from Deloitte, appreciation from APSSDC, IIT Roorkee, Silicon India, Analytics India, PMP training at Silicon India, and many more. So we have here a decade of training excellence with faculties and engineering students. So far, we have trained 50,000 engineering faculties and 6 lakh plus students trained across India, and where we have largely conducted webinars, seminar, workshops, close to 500 plus. Technical courses on which we have trained is close to 30 plus. We have strong connect with the academia partners, close to 1,500 plus. And through these programs, we also have connected largely the placement partners in providing the students with the placement assistance. These are few of our recent engagements which we have done it. This is a faculty development program on full stack development, IIT Bombay. And this is at IIT Roorkee, where the research scholars, faculties were trained on time series analysis and predictive analytics. This is a student initiative where BITS Pilani college students had approached us requesting for training on Power BI and machine learning. And we stand high and we are proud partner of prestigious institution like IIT Madras Pravartak in providing joint certification courses. On our recent journey with the final year, on a based on the market research, we came to a study wherein we would want to largely support the final year engineering students in providing, in cracking them, helping them in cracking the job interviews, wherein we had this thought and we came up with campus recruitment training program on a 5-subject module, that is on coding skills, quantitative aptitude, logical reasoning, verbal ability, soft skills, with resume building tips and techniques to ace the job interview through group discussion, personal interview. And this was exclusively for the final year engineering students with 240 plus hours of campus recruitment training, wherein gradually there were a mix of the other category of specialization students also who joined in and made the best use of it. So during this journey, the students underwent rigorous assessments, assignments, and their attendance also was considered, and close to 5,200 students were eligible for iHub Divya Sampark certificate, which added a feather to their resume in terms of holding high while presenting their resume to the corporate companies. Similarly, through a joint venture with APSHE, we conducted internships and projects, wherein this again was a full-fledged model under the APSHE guidance. We created 180 hours of virtual self-paced experiential learning on chosen internship tracks with additional 30, where this was again on a 30 plus technology tracks, which was on a self-paced model. With course completion certificate, students were also given additional support in terms of the campus recruitment training of 240 hours, and the students had the complete access to the quizzes, assignments, various other materials through the LMS platform. They were constantly the performance and they were guided by the mentors, and all these happened, and close to 18,000 plus students attended the short-term internship program, which was a mix of degree and engineering, where 30 plus colleges from degree and 175 plus engineering colleges. And this happened close to 16 to 20 weeks on 22 technology tracks. So students underwent this journey of training program. As I told you, 180 hours of self-paced application-oriented learning. Additionally, we provided a 240 hours of campus recruitment training, and the students were given certificates. So now, without much further ado, let me take the honor to invite our dignitaries for today's session. So in collaboration, this SDP in collaboration with Malareddy College and the other colleges, to name 4. So we have our guest for today, Dr. Kamaljit Grewal, Principal from Khalsa College of Women, Ludhiana, where she holds 33 years of dedication towards education. She is a prolific scholar and author. She has published extensively in reputed international journals, authored several books, honored with prestigious awards, including the Award of Honor for the Best Teacher. So, a hearty welcome to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Nitya. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Thank you, Nitya, for taking us through the remarkable journey of ExcelR.
Pleasure is mine, ma'am.
Distinguished guests, esteemed faculty members, and my dear students, a very good evening to all present. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the inaugural session of our 30-hour student development program on Mastering Applied Machine Learning, proudly presented in collaboration with ExcelR. This initiative underscores our institution's unwavering commitment to fostering student growth and excellence. As a principal of Khalsa College for Women Civil Lines, Ludhiana, I am honored to lead a premier women's college renowned for its holistic approach to the education, empowering students to excel academically and beyond. Our college takes pride in its illustrious history of achievements, marked by outstanding academic accomplishments, exceptional extracurricular achievements, and impressive sports accolades, including the medals at the national and the international levels. Our cutting edge, the infrastructure, and the multi-faculty approach provides the students with a comprehensive learning experience, offering a diverse range of technical and non-technical courses. We strive to cultivate an environment that encourages entrepreneurship, innovation, and creativity. As an institution committed to the women empowerment, we recognize the significance of providing our students with an opportunity to develop the skills that will enable them to excel in their chosen fields and mark a meaningful impact in the society. The Memorandum of Understanding signed with the ExcelR represents a significant milestone in our pursuit of excellence. This partnership will enable our students and faculty to leverage ExcelR's expertise in machine learning and emerging technologies. Through this 30-hour program, the students will gain hands-on experience in machine learning, exploring its vast applications and implications. I'm confident that this program will not only enhance their technical skills, but also inspire them to become innovative and leaders in their chosen fields. I extend my sincere gratitude to ExcelR for their collaboration and support, and I also appreciate the tireless efforts of our faculty members who have made this program possible. I offer my best wishes to the students for this program. Remember, students, this is just the beginning of your journey, and we are committed to support you at every step of this way. I look forward to witnessing a remarkable outcome that will emerge from this program. Thank you so very much for collaborating with us.
Thank you very much, Kamaljit ma'am. We are very honored to have leaders like you who are committed to nurturing the young minds and paving the way for innovation and excellence, ma'am.
The pleasure is all mine. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. So on that note, let me move on to the next dignitary for today's session. We have Mr. Dr. Nilesh Salunke, Principal of SVKM Institute of Technology. He is a distinguished academic and research mechanical engineer, and he holds BE from Amaravati University. And he has made significant contributions to research and innovation, including the granting of patents. So his leadership and expertise continue to inspire advancements in mechanical engineering education and practice. So hearty welcome to you, sir.
Good evening. Good evening, everyone. I'm audible?
Yes, sir. You are very much audible.
Yeah, okay. Myself, Dr. Makanda Shade, Head of Computer Engineering Department of SVKM Institute of Technology. Sir is engaged in other works. That's why I'm joining this program.
No problem, sir.
Okay. So, first of all, I welcome everyone to this program. This is a good initiative conducted by the SLR. This is the student development program, and this is really the need of the today. And what are the keywords we are using in the computer engineering or the other related field like machine learning? So, everyone take the benefit of this type of programs. I was very much thankful to ExcelR. They will have the MOU with you and such type of activity, your collaboration with you. About my institute, it's a SVKM under the SVKM umbrella, Sri Vile Parve Kelwani Mandal. It's Mumbai. Under this institute will be run. Our sister institute like Narsimunji Institute of Management Study, NIMS University, deemed to be university. Other DG Singhvi College of Engineering. Other all institutes are available in the location like Bangalore, Hyderabad, Mumbai, Navi Mumbai, Indore. And our institute is located in the Dhule, Maharashtra. Our institute only completed the 7 year for this particularly, and we are having the accreditation from the NBA, National Board of Accreditation, as well as the NAC. I hope this program will be enjoyed by the student, also get the knowledge from this program, and this particularly the machine learning with the keywords for related to the future, related to jobs. So I again thankful very much to the ExcelR to collaboration and such type of program conducted for the learners. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Nilesh, sir. I mean, on behalf of Nilesh, sir, you had the privilege to speak. So it is always a pleasure to hear your perspective, sir. So thank you for sharing your thoughts and inspiring the students who have gathered today. So on this note, let me, yes, sir. Let me move on to our next dignitary for today's event, Professor Satyanarayan Das, Head of Department, Gandhi Institute of Engineering and Technology. Professor Satyanarayan Das, a seasoned educator with over 20 years of experience, serves as a professor in the Department of Computer Science and Application at GIET University. His expertise lies in algorithm design, computer network security, and he holds pivotal roles such as regional coordinator of NMEICT under IIT Bombay, SPOC for SWAYAM NPTEL, coordinator for the EICT Academy at NIT Patna, and he also leads initiative as the SBC of CSI, coordinator for IIT Bombay Spoken Tutorial Project and IIRS ISRO Outreach Program. You have a prestigious connect with various other sectors, government bodies, sir, and it is an honor to connect with you. A hearty welcome to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Nitya.
Thank you, sir.
Very good evening to all of you. Is it audible, madam?
Yes, sir, absolutely. You are audible.
Very good evening to one and all present over here. Respected dignitaries, all the faculty members, the organizers, and all the students, those who are participating this in this student development program. I'm very much thankful to the ExcelR to provide me the opportunity to share my idea, my thought process, the how this collaboration of ExcelR will helpful for the students. As we know that with the growing economy of India, it is also witnessing the growth of education sector. However, India industry is not so convinced about the job regarding the graduates. There is an urgent need of that Indian industry and academia come together and address some of these challenges. That's what I feel ExcelR is doing. And most of the industry, there is an industry and academia gap. We always try to address, but hopefully as per some of the constraints, as an academician, we are not able to do all these things. With the collaboration of such institutions like ExcelR, they are providing the cutting edge technology as well as the high demand technology as per the industry requirement. We always hope with the alignment of the curriculum with the industry requirement, considering the evolving nature of the industry and challenges in the market. Then another important thing is we are emphasis on the skill-based educations, which is most of the institutes are not able to provide. And the workplace exposure through the entrepreneurs, internship, live project, and corporate interaction is highly essential as per the need of the hour. And at the outset, I can say that the upskilling and reskilling is highly essential for the faculty members. As an institutions, our institution, GIT University, is one of the premier institutions and premier university in the Orissa. And we providing our institution is since inception in 1997. We are constantly providing the educations better in a better and better way. We got an opportunity to collaborate with the ExcelR since the last 2 years. In between, we are not able to interact, coordinate with them. But now we also get an opportunity to collaborate with them so that our students will get exposure with the industry as per the industry requirement. And with this note, I want to conclude. Thank you. Thank you so much for providing this opportunity. I wish all the best to the students. Those who are participating in this student development program, hopefully they will get the best out of this particular program. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you once again, sir, for your inspiring words and for gracing this event with your presence. And I was particularly impressed to learn about your strong connections with esteemed institutions like EICT Academy, NIT Patna, IIT Bombay, and others. So I would be an absolute privilege to connect with you further after this event. Your experience and network collaborating with such prestigious organization align perfectly with our vision too. So I believe there's immense potential to explore synergies together. So I look forward to discussing this in detail soon, sir. So
Yes,
thank you
madam.
once again.
Actually,
Yes,
I
sir.
want to mention one thing over here. I'm providing the basic development for the students along with the IIT Bombay, along with IIT Madras, E&ICT Academy and IIT Patna, and IIRS Dehradun, ISRO. The different
All
courses
right.
which is development for the student.
Definitely, sir.
Yes,
I
sir.
would be in touch with you. Thank you so much for
Thank you,
giving
madam. Thank
your
you.
the
Thank you
input,
so
sir.
much. Thank you.
So let me move on to today's expert. So we have Mr. Sasank Majeti, subject matter expert from analytics and data science background. And he's proficient in Python, R, Excel, Tableau, Power BI, MySQL, SQL Server, excelling in data mining, cleaning, preparation, blending. So his expertise includes advanced mathematics, generating actionable insights, and using machine learning and deep learning frameworks like Keras and TensorFlow. So over to you, Mr. Sasank.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It's a privilege to be here and part of this event. So, I just want to express myself, through this 30-hour SDP as well, and just want to train the students as well, on machine learning, because machine learning and deep learning are one such applications which are very important in the current day market, in the corporate industry, for every business. So I would like to give my actionable insights through the conceptual learning as well as through the projects. So I just want to express through the project teaching as well, and the students also can understand how things work in the real time as well, and how they can code and all. So I would actually recommend students, if you have you're working in your laptops, so it will be a little helpful in that perspective as well, because you can because it's a 30-day or you can say 30-hour program, so we can learn more through interactive learning, rather than me just teaching, whether it might be a concept or it might be a just a coding part. So I would recommend, because basically the first session, usually I talk about some of the important concepts. So maybe if you're joining through mobile phone, I would recommend to use a laptop from maybe next session, from tomorrow. So that is one small recommendation or request what I have, because then only we can have a little more interactive session. So shall I start, Chandana?
Yeah, give a brief introduction, like 5 minutes. So after that, I'll take a KT, like LMS KT. So after that, we can start. Okay.
Sure. My introduction part is done. I think you can go ahead with your.
Yeah. Thank you.
Fine. Yes.
Thank you, Shashank.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Nitya. So yeah, good evening, everyone. Welcome to our 30 hours SDP on mastering applied machine learning. So today we are discussing about LMS. Let me share my screen. Okay. I hope my screen is visible. So what is LMS? LMS is nothing but a learning management system. It's ExcelR's e-learning portal. In this dashboard, you can see the recording sessions, feedback, and materials, agenda, and more. Okay. So I hope everyone register for this program. If not, I will share the registration link after this, Katie. Please register. So after registration, within 24 hours, you will receive the verification mail. Like 2 mails you will receive. In that verification mail is the first mail. So it will look like this. Welcome to ExcelR, verify your account. So yeah, here you can see the verification link. That's onlinelearning.excelr.com. Just click on this link. it will take you to set your password page. So here you have to create one password. So same password you have to mention in the confirm password and click on set my password. So we successfully created a password, okay, for the LMS. And coming to the second mail, it will show like this: welcome to SDP on mastering applied machine learning. You are key to career interviews. So here we can see the steps: step 1, step 2, and step 3. So go to the step 1 link, that's onlinelearning.excelr.com. Just click on this link. It will take you to the login dashboard. So here you can see the right side, sign in, store, and register. So we already registered to this program, so no need to register again. So here you can see the sign in, right? So click on this sign in. It will take you to login dashboard. Here you can see this credentials like email or mobile and password. So don't mention here mobile number. Please enter your register email ID. If you give mobile number, it will show error. Okay. So after that, previously we created a password for this. Please mention that password here and click on a login. Okay. So after going to this, it will take you to the dashboard. So from here, I will show the live LMS, so you will understand better than this. Just give me a couple of seconds. I'll share my screen. Yeah, hope my screen is visible. You can see here we have this right side and left side. First, I will discuss like how to join the session. So after getting access, you can see the links here, like today's sessions, whatever happening. So we have here this SDP mastering applied machine learning here. So exactly at 6:50, it will show the join button. Just click on this join button. It will take you to the Zoom session. If you have, like you are facing any technical issue with Zoom, you can go to the YouTube live. Okay. So here we have a banners. Yeah, just click on this banner. It will take you to the YouTube live session. Okay. So yeah, we finished like how to join the sessions. So coming to the left side, we have a classroom access. This is the SDP on mastering applied machine learning. Just click on this tab. Yeah, it will take you to the classrooms. So in this classroom, we have a curriculum. Under curriculum, we have a subtabs. That's a feedback response, agenda, session recordings, and materials. Just click on this feedback response. Yeah, like day 1 attendance, feedback form, SDP on machine learning, 7th Jan 2025. And we have a editor like here, a note that this form will active between 8:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. So why feedback is important? So feedback and attendance is same. So why attendance is important? Because 60% attendance is mandatory for the certificate. So you have to compulsory mark the attendance. Okay. So the timing will be 8:30 to 9:30. Between this time, this link will be open. So in this time only you have to mark the attendance. And like for example, today is a day 1, tomorrow is day 2. So day 2 you have joined and that's your first day and you missed out the day 1 attendance. Like you are asking day 1 and day 2 attendance. It's not possible because daily we are providing like we'll have the particular time only to mark the attendance. Okay. So day 2 you can't ask the day 1 attendance. Okay, make sure you are marking your attendance. And coming to agenda, like whatever we are discussing these 30 hours. So here you can see the agenda. Just go through this. So after that, you can see the recording sessions. So if you missed out or you want to recall the sessions, go to this recording sessions and you can watch this. Okay, whatever discussing, like in materials, whatever we are going to discuss the topics or PPTs, so we will upload that notes in the material after the session. Okay, so this is the way to access the LMS. Okay, so yeah, I'm done with the LMS part. So if you have any questions, I will take it last 10 minutes. Okay. Keep that questions for the last 10 minutes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. So Shashank, you can take up the class.
Thank you, Chandana. Okay, fine. So let us start our session. So let me share my screen. Right. So I hope you can see my screen. Right. So for this session, for a 30-hour program over a course of 15 days, right? And just when I was introduced at that time, I just reminded where you can use a laptop, right? First session not required, but from second session, I feel if you're having a laptop, it'll be fine. Okay, so you can understand things what I'm doing, and based on that, you can do with me, and you can ask questions as well. Okay, so we'll have a specified time in the middle where we can have some doubts clearing as well. So the module wise, I've shared the syllabus. You can see it in your LMS portal. Okay. So probably we'll be following the same pattern. Okay. Maybe are here and there. It is depending upon the the doubts and the interaction what we have. So I would want the people who are attending the session to be more interactive with me, and maybe ask a lot of questions because then only I'll be able to understand that how much you understood, and how much we can take it further, and how deep we can go into the things what we are actually trying to learn. So I have basically divided into four important parts of our particular concepts what we are trying to learn on, but what we are doing is the applied machine learning part. So right. So I've basically divided into four modules. So one is the foundations, and the second part is the applied, or I can say advanced machine learning techniques. So the third part is about the real world applications and deployment, which is very important. And the fourth concept is the capstone project. So this is very important because just learning the concepts doesn't just justify what we are actually going to do. So it is very important that we do a capstone project as well, right? So in this capstone project, we will discuss how you can deploy the project in the real-time environment using the applications like Flask and etc. So in the middle part, the first part is more focused on the foundational concepts, like how we can understand what is machine learning, why we are using machine learning, and all those concepts. And then we'll take a little further by applying algorithms under supervised and unsupervised techniques, and then how we can deploy in the real world. For example, like using the neural networks, what is NLP, what is computer vision, and so on. So we'll take, we'll divide in a certain way that, you'll be able to handle the data, because our, machine learning is more focused on or building a model using a data. So we'll try to understand what is how to build a model on, it might be a linear regression, logistic regression, it might be any kind of algorithm. So how to build and how to deploy, how to, validate and all those things, we'll try to learn through the course of these four modules. Okay. So let me just go to the, today it's a day one where we will be seeing about the foundations of machine learning. So this is basically planned for 6 hours. So we'll, take it from there and we'll try to understand. Right. So this is the first thing, I wanted to show you when, we start machine learning concept, right? So what is the first thing what you can see here, right? So there is a timeline, right? So you can see a timeline where AI, machine learning, and deep learning have actually been built, right? So if you see AI, right, we are talking about AI, right, in the current generation 2020, 2024, and 25, right? We're talking about AI. But when it actually started, AI actually started in the 1940s, post the Second World War, right? The term AI has actually been started, right? Over the course of the years or over the course of time, there are a lot of movies also being made on how AI is good for human beings, or how it is a curse also for human beings. So you would have watched, as a student, definitely you would have watched many movies coming on AI, right? And through the course of time, what has happened next, a very important concept of AI which has been started into the reality, that is machine learning. So using the data, that is where the generation of data actually has been started. So that is in where around the 70s, where you can see the foundations, or the sowing of the seed of machine learning has been started, or using of data, I would rather say, right? Then how a model can be built, how data can be used, right? Okay, forget about the model. How a data can be used to take a decision, right? How to build on data, right? So what can we do with the data, right? That's what the foundations have actually been started. Then comes your very important concepts, which is the, I can say the 21st century concept, which is the deep learning. So, deep learning is a concept which is based upon neural networks. So this neural networks, so, this entire part of AI, which is, based upon machine learning or deep learning, it's all part of the artificial intelligence, which is a bigger picture. So this deep learning is more focused on the neural networks. How we actually try to build a network using a concept of neurons. Okay, so we will see in the coming sessions how we can all build a model using deep learning, because some concepts of deep learning which are very important into the applied machine learning we are going to implement in our project as well. So even in the capstone project, what we are actually trying to do, right? So at that time, I will give you the project as well, so how you can handle the project, how you can come up with how you can actually think, and you can come up with some ideas also we can discuss, and how to implement that also. We can talk on that as well, and how actually you can implement, and what are the thoughts you can have. So like that we will plan accordingly. So that is why I was telling as well, we need some interaction so that we can learn. Okay. So now let us go to the next part of what exactly is machine learning. So as I already told you, machine learning has started with training on data or learning from the data, right? And best example, this picture, this is one of the pictures what I like, right? Every time I put this picture to teach my students, right? Because this is where exactly is machine learning. Exactly one picture tells you what is exactly machine learning. So we learn from our past experiences, right? So the same way, the experiences or the things what has happened is actually put in the form of data. So that data, on that data, a machine learns, right? That is why we are calling it as machine learning. So the machine learns from the data, and it tries to figure out the patterns, trends, right? Many things from the data, right? How to build a model, how things work inside a model, right? What is happening inside the data, how customers are behavior, what is customer behavior, what are the trends in the data. All these things will be identified by the machine learning models. That is why we are trying to build a model in order to understand how things are working in the reality, right? On that, we can actually learn, understand, and then we can take a decision, right? So that is how the same way a human being thinks and moves forward. For example, we do a mistake, we learn from it, right? So that's why we say, we automatically learn from our mistakes. Okay, I'm not talking about things, we don't learn from our mistakes. Okay, so I'm talking about things which we learn from our mistakes and we rectify them, right, in order to make a decision, or I can say use for decision making. The same way, a machine actually uses the past data. That is where we are, past data is nothing but customers' behavior, or you can say customers, the way a customer actually tries to, behave, or characteristics of a customer, right? How a person tries to, buy a product, or how he actually watches a certain kind of, recommendations. That's where we come up with, different examples we will see. Okay, going forward. Okay, let us not discuss everything here. Let us, go step by step in a process. So this is what I was talking about. So AI, which is, sorry, machine learning, which is a part of artificial intelligence. So this is a basic overview, right? So when I actually told you, or when I already told you that your machine learning is actually a subset. So artificial intelligence is a bigger picture, or I can say artificial intelligence is a a bigger set, where in that you have many subsets. Like one of the subsets is machine learning. One of the subsets is deep learning, right? So this is a subject, or you can say a concept, right? Or I can say a learning mechanism where it is a capable, or the model is trying to learn the things from the data. So how we learn, right, and reproduce the same way the model is trying to learn. That is what basically machine learning is about. Now, till now I was talking about we learn. So after learning, what to do, right? So after learning, and building a model where you can predict, right? That is where the predictive analytics comes into the picture, right? So predictive analytics is something where, since we have learned from the past data, now what we should do, we should try to predict to the future, or predict on the future, right? So to predict the future, we are going to apply these on the unseen data. So once we apply this on the unseen data, we'll be able to figure it out, yes, whether your model has been built correctly or not, in order to predict, right? So it is built in such a way that it should be able to predict on the unseen data. This is what exactly machine learning and AI is actually about. So, to give a very brief glimpse of, what is machine learning. So machine learning is basically about inputting the past data, right? And we try to build an, we try to learn, right? The machine tries to learn. That process of, learning from the data is basically called as training the algorithm, or I can say training on the data. Then we build a logical, model. Then we try to predict the output. That is in where we bring the new data into the picture to predict the output. So to give a brief intro on what are the things which we'll be having in machine learning, because we will be going from a very basic level of machine learning to a very advanced level, right? Because our our program is more focused on how, right, the real-time projects can be applied, what is model building and all, how we can apply into the real world. So right from the learning of machine learning from a lower level to think is it beginner friendly? Yes, it is beginner friendly. Yeah. So all you need, Arpita, is basically little knowledge on programming language, right? So if you are aware of little Python, so it will be very much easy to understand. Little mathematical knowledge is required when you deal with machine learning and deep learning. but not exactly you need to remember, or you need to by heart any formulas and all those stuff which are not required. So only thing I would suggest, very because I don't want to now itself tell it into a bigger thing and freak out people. So it is in a small way you can understand like this, where you have to know the concept in order to take a decision on if you are applying any algorithms. So that's in the way where that you will learn through the process. So I would say it is friendly only. I would not at all say that it is very tough. Okay, so I would not say it is very easy also. Okay, because if I say that it is I'm telling I'm telling you lies. So that is also not the case. So it is not very very easy, or it is not tough as well. So I'd say it is a medium level. I think one of our somebody raised hand, I guess. You can put your question in the chat box. Maybe I can answer your question. So the person who has raised hand, you can. So please put your question in the material is available. Yeah, I'll share the material or things on a day-to-day basis. You can check your LMS, right? So this will be as I told you, the first session will be, or I can say today's session. Yeah, today's session will be learning about some of the concepts. It is not an exam based, it is basically a project based because you need not write anything or read anything or because machine learning is about applying the algorithms on the data. So it's not about conducting an exam. So if you're not aware of Python that much, it will be a little difficult for you to understand the machine learning concepts. But I wouldn't say it's completely ruled out, right? So you should be able to understand if you put a little more effort. If your basics of Python can be enough to understand the ML, yes, it will be fine for you to understand because I'll be taking you through how to build a model. So how to train and test the model, and how to build an algorithm, and how to deploy the project. All those things I will do model building and all. I will help you. I will train you on that. So does R programming used in ML? Yes, it is used, but we are more focused on Python here because Python covers up to 70 to 80% of things what happens in AI. So we are not doing R programming right now because again R is another cup of tea. So let us go with Python, okay, a universal language which is being taught and used more highly in the market right now. So it will help you to if you learn machine learning in Python particularly rather than in R. I will not rule out R. Even I personally I like R programming for I can say visualization. Data visualization is the best because R has some of the best graphics for data visualization. So I would personally like R programming for visualization part. But on a bigger picture, if you think about model building, yes, if you think about model building and how to use algorithms in machine learning and deep learning, it is always recommended to start your journey of machine learning because I understand that many people are very new to this concept of machine learning, and you might be hearing that there is such thing called machine learning, and it's a part of AI. It's a very important stuff, and all those things. So it is extremely important for us to start your journey with Python, I would recommend, because Python is a very user-friendly language. Let me get this right. So Python is a very user-friendly language. So, if you're starting your journey very new also, Python should actually help you. So let me see some of questions I received. Simultaneously, will the course will help me? Yes, sure, Chirag. It will help you to, if you are simultaneously learning Python, it will be more easy for you as well. Yes. So after completing Python, what we have to study for making career in AI roadmap. So Rishi, you can actually once you study Python, or after you complete Python. Okay, I think after completing Python you have mentioned. So I feel you have completed the Python. So what actually you can do is you will be having a roadmap where you can start learning with machine learning, because machine learning is one of the basic thing in AI. So, without machine learning, there is no artificial intelligence. So, it is very important that, because AI is based upon data, so you can understand the link between, when we start to learn more, concepts in little depth, you will be understanding why we are actually doing this thing, right? So it will make a lot more sense, what doubts you have now. It will make a lot more sense that, why we are doing this thing and how does it actually help us, in, learning this machine learning and AI stuff for the future, as well as why do we actually need it, because it is very important. As a basic student, I'll tell you, for example, if I'm a student, I'll think like this, right? So why do I need machine learning? First of all, what is the purpose that it does solve? What is the important criteria for learning machine learning? So I am new to this area of maybe Python. I don't know anything in Python. I'm new to machine learning. I'm new to AI. I don't know, people keep on talking about AI. I can see it in my mobile. I can see it in my laptop. I can see all these AI stuff. Things happening each and around. What is this? How do I make my career? How I will understand? So it will be running in your mind. I can understand. So because I have to put my shoe into a student's mindset, then only I'll be able to understand you guys. So I 100% understand. So that is why first session, what I thought is, I just want to interact with you guys and understand your the way you think. What is your opinion on machine learning? What do you feel about it? What do you think? All those things. Let us make sure that what is this concept. So based on that, we can learn a step-by-step process, right? A step-by-step process in learning how we can do things in machine learning, and how this it is linked to Python, and how we can do. So this is what I'll be guiding you and helping you as well. So can be enough for ML. Yeah, I don't know if someone doesn't know Python. I think this is all material wise and all I'll provide. That is not a problem. Don't worry about that. Apart from that, let me see the questions. Suppose help me. Yes, it will help you. Chirag, I already answered. Sir, is this workshop we make a project? Yes, we make a project. Govind Singh. Yes, we make a project, because at the starting I just mentioned we have actually every concept what we learn or build is about an actual data set where we build a model, which is an actual project. Okay, so we'll be taking a problem statement. We'll be taking a problem statement, and based on that, we will build a model. We'll try to understand. So ML operations is the process what we actually do. Machine learning operations is what you're asking. MLOps, it is basically the flow of events, what happens in the machine learning process. So that actually we will do. So we will use a certain I can say platform to deploy the project and all those things. That is what I was strictly recommending at the intro as well, that students carry their laptops. You attend anyway, it's an online session, so you can wherever you are attending, you can actually have I personally recommend that you install Anaconda Navigator, or you can use Google Colab or PyCharm or anything for Python. So it is not. It is. I don't have any issue if you are using any of these sources to run Python language. So because we'll be dealing entirely in Python, so that area you have to be sure that you have you are covered in that aspect. So next, let me get so many questions. So will this be covering complete machine learning required as a fresher? Yes, it will be covered. That is what the agenda of the program is about. Anupam, yes. So Anupam, this is the the agenda is about making sure that you understand what is machine learning, how things work in the industry. So that is very important, and what you need to learn. So that is why we also go with the interview questions, how you can clear, questions based on machine learning, and how, things will be asked at the corporate level and the industry level. So, because there are tons and tons of things which you need to learn in machine learning. It's a very vast subject, and it's a very vast area also to understand concepts. So right from the concept of basic understanding of what is a how we are classifying the machine learning algorithms. So right from the basic stuff, we have multiple things which can be understood, and we can learn from this machine learning part. So let me till project Sheikh. So till we will do this capstone project as well. So will you provide project and code at the end? Yes, 100% I will provide. But one thing I want to you for it should not be a one-sided thing what I'm doing. So I will provide a code and I will explain all these things. I'll do, but I need support from your end as well, where you can help yourself, right? So I'm here to help you guys. That is one thing, and I need you, right? You means like not you, everybody, everyone who is attending this course. So from your side also, I want that push, extra push from your side to learn and understand the project, right? So this happens if you're very new. You may feel this is little above your head, or it may be little tricky. So don't think in that perspective, and you can just give it a push and try to understand how projects things will be done, and how you can deploy project into the real world. So each and every aspect, we will do multiple data sets as well, right? We are not limited to one or two data sets. So I can say you should be open from your end to learn, right? I am ready to give whatever the knowledge what I have on machine learning. So you should be able to grab that. So be ready to grab more, learn more. That is one one punch, one throw I'll give to you guys. So so you should be ready, prepared, come up with the right mindset, and we can try to learn more. Fine. So next is, sir, I can know important concept in Python for machine learning. So Likita, actually we have we have so many concepts in Python. Okay, particularly for Python and ML, you're asking. Okay, so right, it starts right from the libraries like NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, Seaborn, right? Scikit-learn. All those things are very important, which are directly linked to machine learning, right? So for example, like model building and using the algorithms, usually we use the scikit-learn, or for neural networks, we use the Keras and TensorFlow. So but to understand, first of all, that to understand how we can do the things and what we do in the project and all, so it is very important for you to understand the process of applying using pandas, from right from the importing of the data set and all those things. So creating visualizations, because basically Matplotlib and Seaborn is basically used for data visualizations. So any prerequisite for the project or session we should know about, Varun? So Varun, I will suggest one thing is a little knowledge on Python, will be really helpful, especially for me, because what I'm talking about, it will be easy for you to grab. Sorry, it will be easy for you to grab. So I can say, it will be helpful for you as well as for me, that you'll be able to figure it out what I'm speaking. So little knowledge on Python will be suggestible. Maybe you can just go through those who are completely new to Python. You can just go through some of the concepts. Sir, I know some basics in Python and I can understand machine learning, sir. Then I can, yes, you can, Lokesh Gowda. Yes, you can understand Lokesh. So if you are, that is why we are using Python, first of all, Lokesh, to answer your question, because Python is a user-friendly language, first of all. Please understand that. That is the reason Python has been created, or established or found. Okay. So to make our life easy, right? Please understand this. The coding in Python is very simple, right? So you can learn over a course of period of time. Okay. So when you start to look at a project, right? When I start, teaching you a project, which, I will be doing from tomorrow. So when you see a project with a code, maybe you feel, oh, this is little, this is very new for me. But I will suggest you to, be a little patient, right? Give yourself a couple of days, 2-3 days to understand, you can come up with questions I'm ready to answer, because the ultimate agenda is for you to understand what is machine learning, how you can apply. So just go with the flow and try and figure it out. Maybe a couple of days you will be able to digest what is happening exactly, and why do we need machine learning, what is this coding part about, what does the code explain, what we should do, and all. So is this course helpful for data science as well? Yes, this is a part of data science. I don't know, Lenovo it is showing. Okay, so this is part of a data science only. This is not a separate subject, it's part of data science. So next is helpful for, oh yeah, this is done. Sir, are we use this project in our final year? You can use with minor tweaks, maybe you can create some new things and you can use. So which IDE or tool which is used for ML to learn? So we can use, I told you, for Python, you can use the Anaconda Navigator. Anaconda Navigator you can use. There you can see the Jupyter Notebook, or maybe you can use the PyCharm, right? Or you can use the Google Colab as well. Even you can use the Visual Studio also for Python coding. So it's up to you completely. Personally, I use Google Colab as well as Jupyter Notebook. Jupyter Notebook is offline, you can work. You for building or installing libraries, you need the internet connection for Jupyter Notebook, which is part of Anaconda Navigator. And if you use Google Colab, it is completely cloud-based. So since it is cloud-based, you need not install any libraries. Already the libraries will be pre-installed in Google Colab. Just you have to log in with your Gmail account, because Gmail account is mandatory, because it's the platform is developed by Google. So you have to log in with your Gmail. So you can just start coding in the Google Colab. So sorry. Sir, I'm not familiar with Python, so it will be difficult to understand. I wouldn't say it is difficult, Samarth, but it will be a little tricky. Okay, I'm not going to lie. Okay, so it will be a little tricky if you're not familiar with Python. Okay, so that's why, for people who don't have the knowledge on Python, I would say give yourself a chance to understand. Couple of days, 2-3 days, you push yourself. To to learn the concepts. Don't just give up thinking that I don't know Python, maybe I cannot do. Please don't do this. Just give yourself a little bit chance. So I will not support that word difficult. Okay, that is completely wrong. Okay, because machine learning can be learned by anyone. The only thing is, I would say you should have interest. That is the one word what I'll say. Okay, just you have to have that interest which you can build upon. So next question, do companies really hire freshers for ML roles? If it is, we can name 1 or 2 companies. So many companies hire freshers as well. For example, like Accenture and Deloitte, I've seen many people, I helped many people also to be placed. I'm not going to mention that particular thing, student and college and all those things. But, personally, I've, taught analytics for many years. And I've personally helped students to get placed even in Deloitte as well. So for ML role as well as for analyst as well, whether it might be data analyst or a business analyst. So you can get placed. That is not a problem. The only thing is that is the reason actually we are covering in this session. It's not just about teaching the concepts, right? So you can learn, right? But the only difference what we will be providing in this session is basically helping you to deploy a project into the real world, not just learning, and how you can actually deploy a project and how you can actually use the predictive analytics part. That is the very key important aspect of our, mastering applied machine learning, concept. And one more thing is preparing you for the interviews. So we have some uh, specific time I have allotted in my curriculum as well, where you can, we can actually talk about, questions, interview questions as well, dedicated. And at every session also, maybe starting from tomorrow, because today, I'm taking a lot of questions. So a lot of people have a lot of doubts. Okay. So, right from tomorrow, maybe some 10-15 minutes we can give each day. That's what I would feel, to understand the interview questions also, because, you should understand the market, what we are, going through as well. So they have real-time yeah, okay. So they have real-time projects, means I didn't get you. By this coding, we are able to build our own projects. Yes, you should be able to build your own projects if you learn the concepts correctly. Yes, this is what, it's a very good question, Srija. That is what I want you guys to do after you learn the concepts of machine learning. So that is the agenda actually. That is what we are trying to do in this 30-hour program. You should be able to build your own project. You should be able to deploy your project. You should be able to use the predictive analytics, or do the prediction on the unknown data. So this is the main agenda and main important aspect of these things. So next is Anaconda Navigator sufficient for this course? Yes, it is sufficient, NK. It will be sufficient. Yes, it is sufficient. Or as I already told you, you can go with the Google Colab or even Visual Studio, because many people use different platforms, PyCharm, all those things. Yeah, I'm fine with anything. It doesn't matter if you are using anything, but I would prefer if you are using Anaconda Navigator or Google Colab. Maybe because if you use some 4 or 5 multiple platforms, it is difficult for us to implement together, because we are, this has a lot of people in it. So, and we are doing 2 hours. So it is very important also. You need, first of all, me to explain the concept and how, we code and how do we, build a project. So that is very important. So again, doubts clearing and all, again comes into the picture. So we should learn more. That is the agenda, right? So, sir, we have any doubts, or I didn't get any topic, how I can reach out to you and clear my doubts? You can post through any doubts you can ask in this session, in this, you can ask in this chat, or you can go through ExcelR to post any questions as well. So, hello, sir. Okay, Arun Patel, hello. Next question is, sir, you're mentioning a lot about Python. I don't even know the basics, so can please suggest what to learn in. Okay, so Pratyusha. Okay, so Pratyusha, you can learn, some interesting question I've seen here. Entire Python or till function using recursion. Okay, so maybe you can, maybe you can just Google stating that how much of Python is required for machine learning. I think this question answers your. Many people have, I think still I have some 12 plus questions which are left over. So maybe, that will answer your question, because, you need at least some basics of Python. For example, like, you should be able to, understand what are data types, first of all, and what are data structures in Python. So at least data types and data structures, because at least you should be knowing, different data structures like, dictionaries, list, tuple, arrays, at least these things you need to understand how these things work. Okay, so at least this basic knowledge on Python is very much required for you to just go through the flow of machine learning. Okay, I hope I have cleared that doubt. So not even the basics, sir. I don't know. Shoaib, no problem. I've answered your question anyway. Next is difference between data science and machine learning. Machine learning is part of data science, Meher. So data science is, why we call it as data science, because it's a science of the data. We are actually talking about the data. Whatever data we are talking and which involves any statistical methods or machine learning methods, because machine learning and statistical learning are not different. They both are like, cousin brothers. So they are built on one platform, and so basically you're learning the statistical learning as well as the machine learning. It's the same thing, and both are part of data science. So you're dealing with something which is based on inside out of the data. So you're applying the statistical concepts, you're applying the machine learning concepts which are built on statistical part. All these mathematical methods you're applying on the data to build and model and all those things. This is a part of data science. So you will see more mathematical stuff along with the programming stuff, which is the I can say which is more concentrated on the computer science. So it's basically mathematics, statistics, and computer science together is what is data science. Data science is not a separate thing. Okay, so data science is a combination of mathematics, statistics, and computer science. So all three put together is one subject, which is data science. So let me go to the next question. Good evening, sir. I'm actually interested in working in IoT. So I can help how this course work in IoT. To work in the field of IoT, I should learn AI. Does this course help me? Absolutely. I'm not sure of your name. You put Realme RMX. Okay. So you can just think like this. IoT is nothing but working on sensors. Okay. So IoT is basically, sensors, right? That's why we call it as Internet of Things. And the sensors which basically collect data are called as IoT devices. So whatever devices basically collect data, and that data which can be used in our day-to-day analysis is basically called as an IoT devices. So definitely when you say, we are talking about data, and your IoT also talks about data, I think now you can see the link between what I'm trying to tell you. So it is about analyzing the data at the end of the day, whether it is an IoT device, right? You're saying it's an IoT device, you're saying. So what happens, the difference between our field of data science and what is an IoT, the only extra thing what will come into that is electronics. So, using electronics into your data and building an IoT device is what you're talking about. What I'm talking about is using the data for decision making. This is the only difference between what you are asking and what we are actually learning. That's the only difference. But the common part is, talking about data. Right, so that is, I think that should answer your question. So next, sir, please repeat the names where to do coding. Repeat the names. Okay. Coding. Okay. So Python, I would say Python. Right. Jupyter Notebook. That's what I think. Maybe you're asking that, I guess. So next is difference between machine learning and this one I already done. Sir, can I get a recorded video? Yes, in your LMS you can get the recording of this video, Vaishnavi. So I think that should answer your question. So still 9 questions. Sir, in this workshop, can we cover deep learning algorithm? Yes, Neha, we are covering the deep learning algorithms also, because we are also covering the neural networks. So neural networks is deep learning only. Okay, it is part of machine learning, but ideally we are calling neural networks under deep learning. Now we are not calling under machine learning, but actual truth is all those things comes under machine learning only. But we have given a different name, calling it as deep learning, because we are giving that name because we are analyzing the deepest part of building a network, right, which has some hidden layers. That hidden layers only we are calling it as deep, nothing but the hidden layers. So next is there a mobile compiler? You can do from the mobile compiler as well, but strictly I will I will not suggest that to do. I will recommend you to use a laptop or a computer, maybe at least a tablet. So mobile I will not recommend. That is one thing I would like to say. So that's why I was keeping on mentioning as well. So at least for tomorrow's session, that's the reason I'm not starting any coding part. I know people have different questions, and since students, you're starting your, you want to start your career, or at least you're interested in starting your career in machine learning and AI and stuff. So definitely you will have a lot of doubts. So I know that. So for data analyst, ML is really important. Yes, it is very, very, very important. I don't know how many varies you want to put. You can put many varies, Likita. So that much of that many varies are important. That much important it is. So what's the difference between data analytics and business analytics? Nothing, Lenovo. The only difference between data analytics and business analytics is in business analytics, you're going to implement particularly on decision making. So you'll be assigned of task of, business as a business analyst, you'll be assigned a task to take a decision based on data. So this is one tricky part. Good thing that you have come up with this question, because what people's mindset actually in the industry, because I've worked in the industry, so I can tell you that. So what is the people's mindset is, if you become business analyst, you don't need to learn coding, you don't need to learn the BI tools, you don't need to learn the statistical concepts and all. That is absolutely rubbish. Don't believe whoever is telling you this. Because to take a decision, first of all, you should understand the code, what the data analyst has written or a data scientist has written. So if you have to understand what this fellow has written, you should have the domain knowledge. So if you are not having the domain knowledge, how we see, for example, if somebody gives me a piece of machine learning code and says that take a decision on this, how I can take a decision if I don't know what that code actually does, right? So this is the biggest problem I've seen with business analysts, because I've worked with them. I saw many people who doesn't have domain knowledge, and yet they become business analysts. They fail in their career if they are like that. That is one suggestion I'll tell you. Business analyst should know more than a data analyst, because I'll tell you the truth. Data analyst will actually analyze the data what a data scientist actually gives you, right? The job of a data analyst ends there. But the business analyst has to take a decision. So you are one step ahead, right? That's why the salary also varies. So for example, an average salary of a data analyst, if it is around some 6 LPA, the average salary for business analyst will be around some 8 to 9 LPA. Why it is like that? Because he has to take a decision on the models what has been built by a data scientist and a data analyst. So now you imagine if you have to take a decision on the concepts, or the decision on what is best for the company. Do you think that if you don't know anything, can you take a decision? Absolutely not. So business analyst needs more. This one, I'm very happy that you have come up with this question, because many people have this have this perception, business analyst, because a lot of people, I've seen many people telling you this, when you go for an interview, you'll understand the actual truth. Okay, so business analyst, they say you don't need much of knowledge, only some business management stuff, if you know, it is enough. You don't need the programming skills. No, please do not believe such kind of people who tell you this. So next is, I'm actually interested in working with IoT, so I can help me a lot of. This one I think already I have already answered this question. The Jupyter notebook okay for Python or for machine learning? Yes, Shivangi, it is very much sufficient if you can use the Jupyter notebook. So next is this one I've already done, Manju. This one, IoT, I've already answered this question on IoT. So are we going to understand the training process of pre-existing models like Llama? Yes, we are going to do as much as possible. But before we go into that concepts, little high-end concepts, you should be able to understand, first of all, right from the basic, algorithms like the linear regression, right? So very basic algorithms from that, decision trees, random forest, ensemble techniques, right, logistic regression, right, all these SVMs and all, we try to understand that first. Then we'll go a little step higher on what you are exactly asking, NK. So hello sir, I'm an AI student. Yes, absolutely, that is very good. I think you'll be aware of machine learning then, so it will definitely help us also to have your inputs as well. And we also try to do the project together, Chiranjeevi. So next is, sir, please answer. I've already answered the question, Likita. Sir, I have very basic Python knowledge and very little and no knowledge on NumPy. It's not NumPy, it is NumPy. Pandas and Skype. Yeah, Skype is scientific Python. So I'll be able to understand this course. Yes, Vicky, you'll be able to understand. So it is not a problem. The only thing is, I told you should have a little bit interest. So interest takes you, anywhere. That is not a problem. So next is, sir, can you have question and answer session so that I can be interested? Once you can, having doubts, can listen and others can leave. Okay. Yeah, we can have that, but the problem is today, since the first day, there's a tons and tons of questions which are coming. Maybe I'm also I didn't expect these many questions. A lot of people, I think, very new to this machine learning, I think, are having a lot of doubts. So next is, what if someone knows NumPy, Matplotlib, Pandas, and Python till loops, and then how much time it will take to master machine learning? Yeah, you can do it very fast, because if you're having that skill on Python, machine learning will be very easy for you to understand and go through it. So how much Python is needed for ML and data science? Do we need OOPS or other stuff? Yes, we need OOPS concepts, object-oriented programming structure. That is very much needed, because without that, there is no Python. So it will be good if you provide next day overview so that we can have look over. Yes, next day overlook is nothing but understanding the data pre-processing and how things work in machine learning and all. And then we'll go into a project. We'll start a project hopefully to understand as we can dig deep into the concepts of Python. So next, good evening, sir. I have good knowledge about Python, also created some basic projects. Is that enough to step into field? Yes, if you're aware of Python, it is very good. It is easy for you as well. So what about statistics and mathematics for ML? Yes, you need what you're implementing in machine learning is all mathematics and statistics only, Rohan. So right from the linear regression, logistic regression, everything is statistics only. You can just Google about it. How much of statistics is in machine learning? You will get everything. Every statistics part is in ML. So yeah, that is one thing you will come across. So next is, which libraries need to be installed in our system of ML, and you will teach? Yes, I will teach all the libraries also, right from the very basic concepts of Skype and all those, because when you're implementing a project right from the concept of NumPy, Pandas, right, all these libraries are pretty much required. You cannot ignore any libraries. You have to use all these libraries, and you have to go forward when you talk about the when you talk about the machine learning part, or when you talk about the project part. So I think ma'am has posted the attendance. You can just take your attendance and feedback. So hello sir, I'm seeking learning right now on data science and written it in my core Python. How ML works in data science. So machine learning is everything in data science, Vanshika. So I can say machine learning is the heart of data science. All right, I think that one sentence, I think I would have answered your question. So thank you for giving us precious time. I have a project of deepfake detection using machine learning. I hope I'll find my answers through this sessions. Yes, you'll find Chaudhary, definitely, because similar kind of projects also we will take up, and I'll make sure that you understand stuff what is happening in machine learning. Sir, I'm cloud computing student. How this session will be helpful? Yes, particularly for cloud students, it is very much useful, because we are having something called as Azure machine learning. For example, Azure is nothing but Microsoft Azure. So it's a cloud platform which is used by Microsoft. And Azure machine learning is very important nowadays, because whatever you have to implement, particularly on Microsoft, whatever machine learning you want to apply, you can only apply Azure machine learning on all Microsoft platforms. You cannot directly do machine learning. You have to do the Azure machine learning only. So next is there a difference between artificial intelligence and machine learning? Yes, there is a lot of difference. Machine learning is a part of AI, but AI is not part of machine learning. So you can think of AI as a bigger subset, and machine learning maybe, I can say it's some 20 to 30% part of AI, what is happening in AI. So sir, as machine learning is based on statistical concepts, we'll be covering the theory part as well, like regression classification, especially in deep. See, concepts wise, formulas wise, statistical concepts, I will not cover that much. What is related to machine learning, I will actually help you on that part. So maybe little statistics background, you can actually help yourself right? So I'll give you some inputs for thoughts, right? You can build on those thoughts and you can use as inputs to build your, you know, to build your, you know, things on machine learning. Okay. So yes, Likita, I think I've answered your question. I think you're asking something else. Does our machine learning background should be strong to step into this field? Kashish, don't think too much. There are people without mathematical and statistical background who have done well in machine learning. I've trained students also. Okay, even whoever, you know, they are from commerce background or, you know, management background, I've trained students and I've placed them also inside, you know, different companies as well as business analysts, data analysts and all. So don't worry about that part. Okay, so not everybody will be very strong in mathematical, but you should have that, you know, thinking ability, that cognitive ability to how to handle things with you, because it is data. Because, you know, when you talk about numbers, it's all about, you know, math and stat. So for data analyst, ML is really important. Yes, it is very much important, Likita. Without machine learning, you know, a data analyst routine will not happen. So big data related to ML, yes, it is related. To answer this question, Harishchan, one small thing I'll tell you, there is something called as PySpark. Okay, so there is something called as PySpark. So simple example, this, I think this word will help you to understand what is the relation between big data and ML. So PySpark is nothing but Python Spark. So Spark is nothing but a big data concept. So you use Python technology or you use Python coding to write code inside Spark technology. So Spark is a technology which is being, you know, maintained now by Apache. Okay, so Apache Hadoop, they are actually maintaining this Spark technology now. Apache Hadoop and, you know, Apache is maintaining actually, not Apache Hadoop. Apache Hadoop is a technology again which is, you know, linked to big data. But now Apache Hadoop and all those things, Apache Spark and all, they're a little outdated. When you go to an organization now, the first thing which is, you know, they ask you to train, particularly, you know, if you leave this aspects of, if you are particularly as a data scientist, I'm not speaking about data analyst or maybe a business analyst. Okay, so if you are more focused into data scientist, the first thing they'll ask you to train is on PySpark, because, you know, they need you to understand how machine learning can be implemented into big data. That platform is PySpark. So with, you know, if you are very good at Python, right? If you are very good at Python, if you are very good in machine learning, learning PySpark is not at all difficult, trust me. Okay, so it is not at all difficult. It's very easy for you to learn PySpark if you are very good at, you know, machine learning as well as Python. So next is, as a first year student, I don't know what library are and why they are used. No problem, Meher. You can actually try to understand. Put little more effort. That's what I suggest. So I registered for internship program. I didn't get any welcome mail yet. So how do I get it, sir? So you'll be getting Stravia. No issues. You can you know, maybe speak to Chandana, right? And you can actually, I think, in a few minutes, you can, you know, she'll be taking up any questions and any problems what you have. Next is, I can't understand anything. Please give us a roadmap to basics of machine learning. Okay, so Ramesh, no, Prathamesh. So, you know, I'll guide you a step-by-step process, what happens in machine learning. Please do not worry and do not panic. So today I registered for internship because I didn't, okay, fine. This one I already told. My core subject is game development and animation. Will I benefit from this course? Obviously, you will be benefited from this course because machine learning is used in game development also, right? So you'll be using deep learning techniques and machine learning techniques. You'll be using those for developing a game. Okay, so that, I think that should be familiar. So Java, if you're aware of Java, Python will be very easy. Trust me, because Java is more tougher than Python. Okay. So if you are very good at Java, then, you know, trust me, Python will be like a piece of cake. So next, again, Chandana ma'am has posted the things. Okay, attendance. Sir, should I learn data? What is this? DSA? Data science. Oh, as I want to become an ML engineer. Oh, that's good, Alekia. So if you want to become an ML engineer, you should be very proficient in ML. Then definitely this course will suit you a lot. To improve and crack the ML interviews, even in the top tier company, that is what this agenda of this session is about. Okay, so how to crack interviews, particularly related to machine learning. Okay, so you know, be alert and, you know, try to grab more or learn more from the sessions. Okay. Yes, Shafia. What I recommend you is to install the Anaconda Navigator, which I'll be posting in the group as well. So just give me a minute. That's what I thought as well. So thank you for reminding me as well. So I just okay. So I think I'll post this. Post this link. Yeah. Yes, Likita, tell me. BCom computers, I know all programming languages. Can I go for data analyst? Absolutely. So all programming languages, in the sense, we don't do any Java and all. We don't use that as a data analyst. We are more focused into Python and R programming. So on which year you into software industry? On which year? Okay, so that is completely personal. I worked into software industry. Okay, so the next is I'm not good at math, so will it be affect my learning too much? And if yes, what are concepts should I cover? So that one I already told you. I just shared you the link also. You can install that. I'm happy Python is being taught in this course. I'm very entry level beginner friendly. Yes, Python, because we'll be doing that as a basic, so it is very important. So MSc data science, yes, that is very good. If you're into MSc data science, you'll be learning your statistical concepts as well, which will guide you as a data scientist. So what are thoughts on your AI will replace data analyst? No, absolutely not. Miniconda or Anaconda, which is better to download? Anaconda only. That's why I've shared you Anaconda. You can just please do not download Miniconda. Okay. So please download only Anaconda Navigator, which will help you to go through Python. So any questions yet? I think I've taken a lot of questions today. Yes, so anything else? Maybe you can clear your questions. We can start fresh tomorrow and we can, go through the process of understanding the concepts and learning. So maybe anything else you want? So I think around some 500, 600 people are there. Yeah, that's why there are a lot of questions. So how ML can be used in cybersecurity? Yes, for particularly in cybersecurity, machine learning will be very used because to create a secure environment, you need to code, right? So to code and when we have to collect the data from where we can develop a model where to predict the risk factor. So we need data. So for that we use the machine learning models to build on the model building and all. So definitely it is used in everywhere. That is what making machine learning very famous and very important, because it is basically used everywhere in the real-time environment. So there is no area where you don't use the machine learning concepts. So that is where the things of data science, analytics, and all have become into limelight, and people are knowing about it. So in other session, could you tell web scraping? I don't think so. I'm covering that. It is again, a very tedious process, because web scraping is basically used for, analyzing the text. So if you have to analyze the text, we are doing NLP actually, but we're not touching more on, I'll see, how much I can, give you inputs on how to analyze the text data, because it's a 30-hour program. So it is very difficult to cover all the concepts. I'll do my best to that I'll promise you. I'll do my best to ensure you grab knowledge, more knowledge from me. So that is one part I will make sure I'll do that, Sneha. Yes, so any other questions? Maybe you can come up. How to become an ML engineer? So machine learning engineer is a very important thing to become an ML engineer. Is particularly you should be aware of the concepts of Python on a bigger picture. And one more very important thing is you have to learn the cloud. For example, like you have to know the Microsoft Azure as well, because Azure is mostly used by the companies now, because you have different Azure or AWS. Yes, it's a good question. I would recommend Azure because AWS is being used by companies, very few companies, but Azure is what many people actually use. Many people, in the sense, I'm talking about the industry, where companies. So if you talk about a particular company, for example, if you talk about Accenture, Deloitte, and all these companies, maybe TCS or something like that. So if you talk about these companies, the more focus will be on Azure, because Azure is a secure environment for particularly business. Microsoft has, yes. So any resource about cloud, you can actually difference between data mining and data wrangling. I'll come there. So now particularly the industry is basically using the cloud. Many companies are using the Azure. So some of the companies actually use AWS as well, but I would prefer you to start learning Azure only if you're more into cloud than starting with AWS. Maybe you can do it later in your career as well. So you cannot learn everything at once, right? So logically speaking, there are a lot of things in this world which has to be learned, but you cannot do everything at one go. So please think practically. So you can start with Azure and then you can take it forward based on what you want to learn and build how your career. Google Cloud for learning concepts, Azure only I will prefer, Jaydeep. GCP is not much used for business. So GCP is used for a customer. It is most of a customer. For example, even I use Google Cloud. I purchase Google Cloud. I've been using. So people like us, normal people, we use the Google Cloud, right? Industry, companies doesn't use Google Cloud. Very less or very very small companies, I can say, who couldn't afford purchasing Azure, because Azure is extremely costly. Because Microsoft provides Microsoft provides extreme protection on your data in the cloud, and it provides a lot of services, right, which no company provides, no other company, it may be even Amazon, AWS, or the GCP, Google Cloud Services platform. So frankly speaking, Azure is very costly. So maybe those who couldn't afford will go, but I would recommend Azure because many people are asking on that cloud as well, because it's very important. Because cloud is not different from what we are doing in machine learning, because we are going to deploy these models in the cloud. So it is very important that we know resources. You can just check on cloud. Maybe you can use the Microsoft documentation on learning about the cloud. You have a lot of resources on the Microsoft website, so you can use those for Azure on Microsoft. You can just Google it, you'll be getting it. That's not a big deal. Sir, I have no knowledge on areas. Keep on up resources. Azure AWS. Teach us. It's not Azure. It is Azure. AZURE. We'll also teach. No, no, we are not doing much of Azure here. Maybe little I'm going to touch, but not much. We can that's again, to answer that question. It's a 30-hour program, so we cannot do everything in a 30-hour program. One ML model is enough to learn perfectly as a fresher, sir. Yes, you can be able to learn. Based on that, you can actually build yourself. Yes, yes, Neha, you can do that. So anything else? So what are the best courses for these fields? So the best courses is to learn, as a course, I've been with ExcelR for, been a lot of time. So it's a very good, you can actually, learn or take things from ExcelR as well. So personally, I say it's good. So you can build upon that. If you want to take a separate course, you want to, out of the box, if you want to learn after this 30 hour, you want to build, because this program is more focused on making you to understand how things work. From there, you can take one step forward and you can learn from different platforms, as well as you can use it from ExcelR. So model similar, can you tell one well-organized certification in ML? So machine learning, you can actually do the Azure Machine Learning Data Scientist Associate. So you can take the Azure Machine Learning, or you can say Data Scientist Associate certification, which is Microsoft certified. So that, combines both, the machine learning as well as the Azure platform. Models are similar to one each other. I don't say, Sneha, they are similar. You cannot have similar models and all, but data is tricky. So it is not an easy game to play with data. So the life of a data analyst, data scientist, or a business analyst is not easy. Okay. People talk about fancy salaries and all, but life is not easy actually. Playing with data is tough. It's not that easy. So it's not that easy, but it's kind of fun also. To understand data, to understand the customers, to understand the customer behavior. It's kind of fun. If you enjoy, it will be fun, or it will be difficult. So yes, any other? Maybe ma'am, you can take over. Chandana ma'am, I think you have something to tell as well. So fresher, Azure fundamentals or associate for ML. Both you can do, Sailesh. Yeah. So you have to start with Azure fundamentals and then you can go with the associate level. Yeah. So ma'am, you can take over if you want. If you have anything to tell, because a lot of people are having some doubt on that portal and all, they were asking again.
Yeah, I'll take up the questions.
Sure.
Yeah, thank you, Seshan. So, dear students and faculty members, I'm sharing the attendance link again. So, if you missed out your attendance, please mark it. Okay, and any more questions, you can ask me here in the chat box. So please tell me about the certification of this course from ExcelR. So Neha, like you have to complete this 30 hours program. So after this, it will take 7 to 10 working days to receive your certificate. Okay. Ma'am, is attendance marked by given the feedback in the form? Yeah, feedback form and the attendance link is same. Okay. How to mark attendance? I'm sharing the link, right? This is like attendance on feedback form. So just click on that. It will ask some basic details of you. So fill it. It means you mark the attendance. Ma'am, this is useful to our resume. Yes, it is. You can mention this certificate in your resume. Ma'am, as I do register, but I didn't get meet link in my number. Like Mansi, like if you register today, it will take 24 hours to receive your LMS access. So after that, log in into LMS. Through LMS, you can join the session. Ma'am, how many days we having the sessions? So Patan Fatima, like 15 days we have 30 hours every day, 2 hours, and Saturday, Sunday off. Ma'am, will the certificate be mailed to us, or else how will we connect? Collect? So the certificate will come to your email ID. Okay. So Fauji, like if you have any LMS queries, just drop an email to edl@excelr.com. So I'm mentioning that email ID in the chat box. Please take from here. Please drop an email. Our team will take it up. Sneha, keep that question for tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow in the tomorrow lecture, you can ask the same question. Ma'am, I have registered, but I did not verify the mail. But I have attended the class, so will be certified, ma'am. Yeah, like registration because of LMS access purpose, but you can join the session and mark the attendance, so you can eligible for the certificate. Resend the attendance link. Yes, I'm sharing. Okay, so I hope good to go. Yeah, regarding any questions of LMS, please drop an email to edl@excelr.com. It will be continued daily. Yeah, the classes will be going on a weekdays, and weekends will be off. We have the 100% certificate, sorry, percentage to get certificate. No, Sneha, like 60% attendance is mandatory for the certificate. Like we have 15-day sessions, right? Like at least you have to mark 9 days attendance. So it will reach 60%. Ma'am, in feedback, which mail ID we should use? Like, yeah, one more thing. Make sure you are marking your attendance with one email ID. Don't use multiple email IDs because it will affect on your certificate. Okay, I maintain only one email ID. Yeah, Harika. Saturday, Sunday is holiday. Can I join DSA also? Yes, Ramya, you can. If you can able to handle both the sessions means you can. Yes, Ayat. If you mark means it got filled. Ma'am, they have any mock test or any exam after this course? Yeah, Kanaya, we are going to conduct assessment on the last day of this session. I will update on that soon, okay? Okay then. Yeah. Good to go. We'll meet on tomorrow. Okay, up to then, take care. Thank you, Sushant. Thank you, faculty or students for joining the session. Yeah, you can leave the session. If you don't have any questions, you can leave. Thank you. Bye-bye. Good night.